crafted skincare products are the better way to go?
I'm going to put a pin in that one because I got a couple questions I want to ask you about that.
Look how great she looks though.
Yeah, that's what that's what I'm saying. That skin regimen.
And I'm 112 years old.
No.
What? I'm 12 years young.
Don't even play like that. Don't even play like that. So, what does entrepreneurship mean to you, and when was your free fall moment?
Entrepreneurship means to me, I honestly have to piggyback independence. You know, I worked in corporate for years, and I've never been a morning person. Even when I was in college, I hated those 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock classes. So, you know, I love being able to go to bed when I want to, wake up in the morning when I want to, still get my work done, still meet my deadlines, still do what I need to do for my clients, but I'm not on this rigid, strict schedule. I don't have to worry about traffic. I don't have to worry about, you know, gas and commuting. And I mean, yeah, like independence is, I was like, she took my answer. But yeah, that's completely what it means to me. And then, you know, being your own boss. You know, I was listening to the people's story before. Entrepreneurship was something I feel like I was always going to be destined to do, because everybody on my father's side of the family is an entrepreneur. So I felt like eventually in my DNA, you know, it was gonna manifest itself, you know, like superhero genetics. So I just feel like I really feel like, you know, I'm living my dream, and I love it. I love waking up every day, doing what I want to do for who I want to do it for, and making the money that I want to make on any given day. So yeah, that's.
And when was your free fall moment?
My free fall moment for me was, once again, when I was in corporate. I moved here. I'm from Little Rock, Arkansas. So, you know, it's a small town, big town. And, you know, I was like, okay, for me to be successful, you know, my background is in mass comm, graphic arts, media. You know, I thought I wanted to be a journalist at one point. So there was no growth in Little Rock. So I knew I needed to move. I got a really good corporate job here in Dallas. Moved here and was working that job, and I was, you know, being successful, but I had a boss who, you know, you have a boss who admires all the gifts that you have. You know, they hired you for your gifts, but then when you're in the job, they regret you for your gifts. So I had a boss who was, you know, basically trying to stifle me, and I was like, well, this is why you hired me. So you can't have it both ways. You can't hire me because I'm great and they'd be mad at me because I'm great. Like, which one is it? So I was, you know, working in corporate, and I had friends. I've always had a really good network of friends and people that I know, and people started sending me clients because I was doing corporate graphic design and marketing in corporate, and so other entrepreneurs were sending me business. I hadn't even created my company, bro. People started sending me business, so I had clients even before I decided that Caldwell Creative was a thing. So I was like, and then once I really got out networking and really tapping into the market, I was like, there's a huge entrepreneur market in Dallas, and nobody's helping them bring their business dream into fruition. And so, I mean, the niche for me was like a glaring stoplight. Like, yes, it was a no-brainer for me. It was time to move, and so I quit corporate. And it took me 6 months, because I had clients when I quit corporate. It took me 6 months to develop my own brand. I didn't even have a business card or a business name, and I was still doing what I do for clients. So I was like, oh yeah, I've hit the jackpot. And so over the last 12, that was in 2006. So over the next 12 years, you know, I just, you know, have really honed in on the niche market, what I like to do, who are the clients that I want to service, which are mostly small and medium-sized businesses, and I mean, the rest is history.
And you're still making history.
Yes.
And what is entrepreneurship mean?
Well, I don't know. I can follow up after I'm but basically, you know, I'll keep it simple. It's just basically the freedom to go out in the world, tell your story, write your own chapters, and illustrate it with your passion. So that's pretty much what entrepreneurship is.
That's what keeping it simple means. That was a pretty dope answer there, brother.
appreciate it.
That was keeping it simple.
What you trying to say? My answer wasn't
No,
that?
not at all. Not at all. You're trained to do that. You're trained to do that. But entrepreneurship. I guess to elaborate, is just being able to share your dreams with the world. Everybody has their own unique spirit, their unique gifts, and things of that nature. So going out there and just having the courage and the freedom to just go out there and just do it. That there's no more exhilarating feeling to accomplish something like that. So, and I guess my free fall moment, it's free falling.
Yes,
and
yes. I was waiting for
so it's free falling.
It's always one person on the panel.
Yeah.
Right.
So, I'm a financial advisor by trade. I've been in banking for 10 years. I'm 29 now, so I started when I was 19. My whole purpose, I gave myself a 10 to 12 year plan of why I was in banking. It's kind of like what you said earlier. I think it was either one of you that said it. Get in somewhere that that's going to serve a purpose for you.
Yeah.
So my purpose of getting into bank was to understand money left and right. So now that I've accomplished that, that's where now I'm really focusing and honing in on that. Passion of mine, which is my Nigerian culture.
Okay.
And it's part two is a multifaceted organization. There's cultural education. There's also financial education. There's also, just awareness that goes with it. Because what I'm noticing from my generation of Nigerians and just Africans in general is that the more westernized the world gets, we tend to, and that comes from a lot of insecurities placed by other sources. But as we get, further along in the generations, we start to lose our culture. And our culture is so beautiful and so rich. And, you don't have to lose that. You can still maintain, the world is more global now. You can still maintain your identity and still fit in the world. And that's what makes the United States of America, regardless of all that's going on, that's what makes this country, the greatest country in the world, is that this country picks from everybody. And,
In spite of.
But, it picks from everybody and makes it Americana.
Yeah.
So, and I want our culture to be a part of that because Nigeria is it's an emerging economy. Contrary to what the media portrays Africa in general to be, Nigeria is the top 10 oil producing country. Just unfortunately we have bad leadership that doesn't make our country more beautiful than what it is. People think of touring Africa, the first place they think of is South Africa. When Nigeria is actually as far as economically is the number one country in Africa. But so we just want to shed awareness on that, but also bring the culture and the majesty of the culture more to the populace. So
That's pretty cool.
I appreciate it.
Do you have any questions for me? You have anything? Did you have anything?
Oh,
Anybody?
any thoughts? No, I think, well, I was really curious to hear about the branding agency and not having a business card or anything, but going out and getting clients. I think that really speaks to the point that I shared on our
Yeah,
segment
this is
earlier.
Mr. Throw Out the Business Plan right here.
Throw out the
Really?
business plan. Throw out the business plan.
And he stands on that.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Just go out there and do it. And I think you're really a great inspiration. What thoughts do you have about throw out the business plan?
Well, I honestly, I'm a ABCD. My friends call me an oxymoron because I am kind of ABCD, even though I'm also creative. I'm kind of the oxymoron. I feel like throwing out the business plan serves you when you have an opportunity, you should seize it. I have an acronym that I always use, and it's called Being Poor, which stands for passing over opportunities repeatedly. Sometimes you are handed an opportunity, and just like you said, there is no perfect opportunity. There is no perfect scenario. So if you're given a gem, you just gonna hold it? No, you're gonna run with it. You run with the ball. When you catch the ball, you run with the ball, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So in those scenarios, I feel like throwing out the business plan, throwing caution to the wind and just going for it absolutely works. But on the flip side of that, I do believe, because I am in marketing, that strategy works. You know, not everything you can do can just be, you know, held to the basket. Some things need strategy and need a plan. But yeah, when you give an opportunity, go for it. And I was given that opportunity and I ran with it. And you just, yeah, you just have to go. So. Yeah, and deal with the other stuff later, because you will have time to come back to it, but just run with the ball.
Questions first, ask questions last.
Right, just run.
While we have you, where do people find you?
CCMD1.com is my website address, and I'm also on Facebook and Twitter, CCMD1TX. So
CCMD1TX.
it's Caldwell Creative Marketing and Design.
Okay. And you're not on Instagram? So what's on Instagram?
I am. I have a personal page on Instagram, which I post a lot of my business stuff on there. But I am going to add an Instagram soon. But,
Okay.
So yeah, and I have a YouTube page as well.
Let's get on the gram then.
Yeah.
Do it for the gram.
Come on, do it for the gram. Where can we find you?
So you can find us on all social media outlets at We Are Part 2. That's WEAREPART and the number 2. And then also part2nigeria.com.
Okay.
Nice.
And you, ma'am?
www.kithcathbath.com.
That's catchy.
That's a tongue twister.
But it's catchy.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
It is.
It's catchy. So, you don't have any social? Any social media?
I'm on Facebook.
Facebook?
And then there's email, of course. I just learned this evening what blog means.
Okay.
We're working on it.
Hey, I'm 112 years old.
Right. That's
You're
generational.
You're doing great, friend.
She's doing good.
One step at a time.
Keep saying that, I'm gonna start believing it because I don't believe it. What is it? I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
Well, see, I like for people to say to me, "My, you hold your age well."
You do.
Instead
That's
of
why I'm
asking
like
me, have I
in
been sick? So,
I'm in disbelief right now.
Natural products.
You know what I'm saying? Well, this has been another segment of the Give Back Show. My name is JP Green. This is my co-host, Isaiah Engel. You can find us at the Give Back Show anywhere on social media at the Give Back Show. Also, we have podcasts wherever you find you listen to your podcast, Podbean, iTunes, Google Play Music, wherever you listen to your podcast. We're there waiting for you to like, listen, share, and download those podcasts. Please do that, and you can find us on YouTube too. Go check us out there. And we just like to leave you with this, man. Like we said at the top, the beginning starts with deciding to, and you don't have to be perfect to start. The hustle continues. We'll see you the next time. And we're out. But we got another group.